Anybody else feel like they're watching a 2 to 6 or 7-year-old throw an absolute meltdown, catastrophic temper tantrum right now? Watching the left and the liberals and the deep state and the Democrats and everyone just lose their marbles over a Supreme Court pick and everything else that's going on, over peace in the Middle East. Instead of anyone giving anyone any credit over all these things that we've been promised by politicians for 50 to 60 years, they've never delivered on. Yet an outsider came in and finally made all these things happen by just making stuff happen and working and doing what they told us they would do. Why is everyone tripping over themselves to discredit these people, impeach these people, stand in the way of anything these people want to do? I think we know why. A lot of us know why, and we're going to get into that today. I'm Jared, this RedRacer video, formerly a car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. You've all made that possible by your purchases of our mugs and our t-shirts and all the things that we offer at RedRacerVideo.com. Down below in the description, there is a link where you can find our free Kyle t-shirts, our unmasked t-shirts, our unmasked hoodies, our new mugs that are available, and yeah, a bunch of new stuff that we'll be adding as we go. So thank you everyone who's made this possible. I definitely get throttled right now by YouTube, both in views and subscribers, and they're doing the whole deal. I know they're playing the game with me. I'm sure they would argue that they're not, but I take a lot of screenshots and I pay attention, and there's just some things that happen that don't add up. You guys keep the wheels on. You keep me able to basically spend more than a full-time job's worth of time each day, staying over the target, keeping track of what's going on. So thank you everybody who makes that happen. All right, so let's jump into it. My dog is up here. He wants to be a part of today's video, so you're gonna probably hear him. He's a Shih Tzu and he's got a respiratory issue, so he just makes a bunch of noise. I apologize if he does that. But really quickly, before I go into this, YouTube stuff, make sure you guys are still subscribed. Make sure you smash the like button before you leave. Leave a comment. And in today's video, please go and make sure you're following. I've got 70,000 and something subscribers. My friend OBIWAN, QENOBI'S, my friend Joe, has a channel as well. And he does this, I'll be perfectly honest, probably factually for the people that need the minutia and the sources and all that stuff. That's where Joe really delivers better than me. He does it a lot like Dave from X22 does it. Joe's the man. And he's one of my baker friends. He's a solid dude. Link him down below in the description. Check him out. He should have as many subscribers as I should. Go follow a guy. His video today, I knew what today's video was about because of where I was at spiritually, emotionally, and we'll get into that a little bit here for a second. But I also got a notification for Joe's video, went into it, and Joe only confirmed everything I knew I needed to say and gave me a couple of tidbits that I owe it to him to give him credit for. So again, Joe's link down below. Sorry that I'm 3 minutes in and I'm kind of just getting into it. All right, here we go. So what's happening is our president's made it very clear he's going to fill the Supreme Court seat that's available by way of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's passing. She was not a constitutionalist, if you will. She was someone that was a very pivotal person in Roe versus Wade. There's a lot of people losing their mind because they think Roe versus Wade could get overturned with her no longer there. It tips the balance in the Supreme Court. There's a whole bunch of reasons the left is losing their mind. So when I said that they're throwing tantrums like children, they are, and it's obvious and it's embarrassing for them, and everyone that follows them supports them and still stands in opposition of our president, if we're being totally honest. And we'll get into that here in a second too. But it's just become very, very clear that there's a good reason for them to be freaking out. And this is going to change a lot. They're telling us, and the media is tripping over themselves to say that this is a tyranny or a tyrant. Was that the word I'm looking? A dictator, sorry, a dictator. This is something a dictator would do. If our president fills this vacancy, he's going to be a dictator because we're too close to an election. He shouldn't fill it. We're only 40-something days away. Joe, again, in today's video, Joe nailed the fact that he gave someone the credit for this, and I'm going to say go follow Joe's channel that you then get a link to whoever gave Joe this information. But dozens of times before, the Supreme Court nomination from a president has gone through in less than 40 days. So when the media lies to us and tell us this is unprecedented, and this has never happened, which is basically the definition of unprecedented, this never happened before. He's jamming this through. They should let the next president pick. Ruth Bader Ginsburg said her dying wish was for the next president to fill it. That may very well have been, but sorry, you died. It doesn't matter. Constitutionally, Donald Trump should fill this. The Senate should pass it through. They're flipping out because even Piece of Mitt, is even saying that he's probably going to let this go through. I mean, this person, the people that are up for this, he knows that there's no way that he goes back to his constituents, which are Utahns, and says, oh, hey, this is why I didn't put her through. Because he knows exactly what all of us want. We are constitutionalists. We're a Second Amendment state. There's a bunch of reasons why he just can't keep standing against us on everything, right? So again, they're losing their minds. They're lying to us. They're saying that this cannot happen this fast. Again, credit to Joe, Obi-Wan Kenobi, again, linked in the description. Go follow his channel. He talked in today's video, and he gave someone else credit for this. I think it's Alpha Fury or somebody. Sorry for not knowing it. But again, go find Joe and then find them. There have been times where the Supreme Court has actually gone through in less than a day. So when the media tells us this is unprecedented, they've gone through in less than a day before. And so you can just be quiet. And if you don't want to, have this happen, you want to cry about it, you shouldn't have been pieces of crap, and you shouldn't have made all of your constituents vote in a Senate that was Republican majority. It's how it works. That's how our country's founded. You don't get to just whine your way out of things like you guys believe you get to do about everything. And I'm not going to go deep into this and stand against transgender people and all that, but it's almost like that. It's almost like that situation. You don't just get to be like, oh, I think I'm a woman so I can change my sex. You maybe can, but you don't get to tell everyone else that we have to accept that and that gets to be gospel. Okay, fine. You feel that way. You think that's the way it is, whatever. But guess what? Sorry, Republicans have the Senate majority. They're going to put Trump's person through. They can show you a bunch of times in history where it's already happened, and you're all just freaking out because you know what it means. All your friends are about to get screwed the hard way with no spit. Donald Trump, the Patriots, the military, all of the pedos, all of that stuff, you guys are all screwed. You know you're screwed. Your friends are all screwed. Now you don't have the numbers in the government. Now you don't have the people in the Supreme Court to make you guys win in court and make all this stuff disappear. You're screwed. It's over. Your lives are over. I know there are people messaging me saying, Ellen still technically has a show. She put up a thing on YouTube. But I don't care if she still actually gets on TV for a little while. I don't care how much longer they can fake that her life isn't over. Just wait. Watch. Just watch. Everybody out there wasting their breath, feverishly messaging me and trying to tell me that I'm still wrong on this stuff. I'm sorry, it's over. Really quick, guys. I know I'm a little bit hyped up on this video. I know I'm a little bit aggro. I'm probably kind of attacking people in this video. This isn't an apology, but whenever I have, and if you didn't watch my last video, I went into all this, but whenever I have seizures, and I had a rough week last week, I got tagged, I got kicked in the teeth. Whenever I come out of these, though, I don't really have a whole bunch of craps to give. And I'm in one of those moods right now, and I'm going to just say it like it is. Right now, to anyone still riding with the Democrats, the liberals, to anyone still saying Black Lives Matter and Antifa and all this stuff that is just absolute brown shirt terrorists, modern day book burning Nazis, to anyone that still is against our president and all of the peace in the Middle East, the peace between the Koreas, the peace in Israel, and it's just, to anyone still choosing to blindly ignore all of this stuff, I'm sorry, you are either, and I'll give you an out, and I'll let you call it misinformed. And I've used this word before. It's my nice way of saying stupid. But you're either misinformed / stupid, or you're evil, and you're in on it, and you stand to gain something. You sold your soul to the devil. Somehow, you're part of the central banking scheme, or some way they either own you or you monetarily have made the decision that you're just going to let that hopefully ride out and you hope they win. You've sold out on the petrodollar. You know, you're not believing in everything that Trump's doing. You're not believing in his rebuilding of the economy for a second time. You are refusing to acknowledge the fact that dude's now been nominated for 2 Nobel Peace Prizes. You're out of excuses. It's either misinformed, stupid, or evil. It's just where you're at. History is not going to be kind to you people. It's not. To anyone still riding with China and saying that people like me are racist because we're pointing out the fact that China is evil. There's no two ways about it. Watch what they've done. Go watch what happened with the virus. Watch what happened with the World Health Organization. Watch what happened with the World Trade Organization. Watch all these different scenarios where China has given us the D, the hard way, no spit for decades, and how countless people in our country have been involved in it. One of these people is someone who's running for president's kid, and I believe to this day is still monetarily benefiting from these relationships in China. Yet somehow they're trying to convince us our president is the bad guy and in cahoots with other countries when he's making global peace. If he's in cahoots with other countries, we're not losing, and neither are any of the countries. So if that's the case, who's losing? Help me understand who's losing. I just hit 11 minutes and almost 11. That's crazy. I don't have a bunch more to say, guys, other than to say again, one more time, I do sort of apologize for being a little bit like aggro today. I know I was a little bit abrasive, and I know I called people names, and a lot of you guys don't like when I do that. But again, this is a little bit repetitive and goes back to my last video, but I don't care anymore. I'm done being sensitive about people's feelings. I just am. You never know what tomorrow brings or whether you'll even be here tomorrow. So I'm done tiptoeing around the tulips about this stuff. China's the bad guy. Anyone trying to say they support China is the bad guy. People that tried to push this virus and are still trying to make us fear this virus are the bad guy. Anyone telling you anyone telling you should wear a mask and it makes you safer is the bad guy. There's no logical argument anymore. Everyone that has a brain knows that there is countless holes in the argument for them. It is all just about control. I'm sorry. Wake the up. It's time. Our president is doing so many phenomenal things. And he's even doing it for people that hate him. People that hate the guy and do nothing more than tear him and his family apart for no good reason. Because he's not doing anything that hurts anybody. Except for like the top 1% that you all claim you don't care about anyway. It's all happening. One more time, go follow Joe. Joe is solid gold. Today's video from Joe, go watch him right before or right after me if you have the time. Today's video is good. Joe's his biggest critic. He's like, oh, I rushed this video. You never know it. Joe, dude, you smash every one of your videos. Thank you. Big shout out, Natalie Denise and Red Pill Babe, and I think Rabbit too. But I might be on a podcast tonight. I went into the chat, kind of saw it right before I got on here, but I might be part of another podcast, so I'll make sure to link that coming up. Thank you, girls, for letting me be a part of that if I end up doing that. And if you end up with Joe or somebody else, it'll be phenomenal too. But guys, one more time, link in the description to everything, all of our sources, where our information comes from. There is no programming. There is no mind washing. This is no cult. This is, here's all the information. Think like a rational-minded human. Decide where you're at. And I'm confident that the vast majority of people will be with us. And the people that are left will just look dumb and we'll all be fine. I love you all. Make sure one more time, RedRacerVideo.com, link in the description. See you on the next one. Thank you guys for checking on me. Everything is better. I'm better every day. No stress. Everything is good. One more time, goodbye. We will see you guys tomorrow. See you guys.